welcome everybody. And Krista and Mark are our Pro 8 leaders, and they're going to take it away tonight.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. It's the beginning of opening day, March 1st. If you were on Skip and Jill's call today, I think he characterized today very adequately that, if you're in network marketing profession for any length of time, you know that March 1st is kind of opening day for the season.
That's right.
And I just want to commend those that have been running hard through the winter months, because you will now reap the rewards for having put in all the work. I'm so proud of Krista's little bonus pool team, her mastermind group, and gosh, I'm a little.
They're working. They're
you guys are crushing it. I'm so proud of all the efforts. You wanna take it away?
Yeah. I'm hoping that Kristin will jump on in just a few minutes. We've asked for 3 people. Let me just see if she's coming on. Ready for you. So I want to tell you a little bit about Kristin before she jumps on. She's got some responsibilities tonight, so she's going to be able to get on and share, and then we're going to have a couple more people to share, and we're going to make some major announcements, some exciting stuff coming up. But Kristin and Christian are a young couple in my mom's team. Okay, and so we met them. I can't remember how long ago we met them, but they have a young, maybe 2-year-old. And Kristin we talked a couple of weeks ago, and the girl was just on fire. She was like, I'm ready to do this thing. She's very gifted. She's using social media a little bit, but she's also just using face-to-face, the real deal marketing. Just an incredible, incredible young mom, really making it happen. So I invited her into the 5 bonus pool group. And again, you guys are all invited, but you just have to be committed to one thing. And if you're not really committed to that, then we can't invite you into the group.
And what's that one thing?
And you can get committed if you want to, but what we do is we really try to each focus on each one of us trying to enroll 5 people that month with 500 in volume. So you just enroll 5. It can be customers or distributors. So sometimes it's easier if you get a distributor in, because obviously you get more points. And every one of us who reaches that goal gets an extra cash bonus sometime in the middle of the month. And so we've hit it a few times. Raise your hands if you've hit it and you guys are in the group. And the newbies that just hit it can raise their hands too. So Renee and Julie, Debbie, who else is in here? Mai's hit it. David's hit it. I don't know where David is.
Mary Coops hit it.
Mary's hit it 2 or 3 times. So anyway, I just wanted you guys to know that's what we do in that group. And we encourage each other. We talk to each other and then we get down to the nitty gritty of the difficulty of it sometimes. And so I ended with 3 last month, and I just could not get the last 2 in. Y'all look for Kristin, because I told her to jump on, so she should be getting on any minute.
Yep.
That may be her now. But anyway, I just couldn't get them in. There she comes. So we'll talk about that after Kristin shares. Kristin, I've just given you an intro, and we're ready for you to share, because I know that you've got something going on tonight that you can't stay for long. So we're going to unmute you, take a few minutes, and then just tell us, Kristin, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to share from your heart or from really practical skills or connected on what it means and how you did get 5 in the computer and 500 points this last month. This is Kristin Martinez, you guys. Welcome, Kristin.
Welcome, girl.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me. I really appreciate it. Mark and Krista, you guys are so awesome, and I have been super blessed to be mentored by your incredible mom, Krista, Jackie. Honestly, she is my biggest motivator, to be honest with you. As much as the bonus is awesome financially for us, I committed to her, and I don't take things lightly. I value integrity pretty highly. So when I told Jackie I would make it a goal to hit this every month and see some growth, I just put my mind to that and just really tried to go for it. What I did that has worked well for me, it's got me at least 2 of my 5 customers, both of the last months that I have hit this bonus, is I put together a skincare challenge. I am 30, and so a lot of my friends really aren't super interested in the NRF2 right now. They're not really feeling the aches and pains, but everybody I know is interested in taking care of their skin. So I have been reaching out to people, just letting them know that I am running a skincare challenge. I asked them to do before and afters. So when they get it, I ask them immediately to take their before. I check in with them. I see how they're doing. We just started a Facebook group, so I'll be adding them to that as well. And that has been one of the easiest ways for me to make 500 points, because every time you sell a set of True Science skincare, it's 130 points. So if you can get 2 or 3 of those, it gets you more than halfway there for the month. So that has been what has really worked for me personally. And then, yeah, I've just had so much support and encouragement from my husband and my team and you guys and my upline. So really that has been what has done it for me.
I love that, Kristin. I didn't even know you were doing that. That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of on a whim thing a couple months ago, and it just kind of continued. So
yeah, I love it. I love it. Well, stay on as long as you can. That's super beneficial. Gave us all some ideas, and just so thrilled that you're in the bonus group with us and that you're doing this thing. And of course, the whole crew is here to support you and help you. So
yeah, and I've super appreciated that group, Krista. It was just super encouraging to have people. Yeah, it was. I like it a lot.
It really is, and you're a huge asset to it. We love all the stuff you're throwing in there. So grateful for you.
Thanks.
Thank you so much. Tell Kristin we said hey.
So real quick, Debbie has a question for you. How much time between the before and afters?
So right now, all of them are in the before stage, but I was going to check in at 2 months and then again at 3. So I've just I've been asking them, how have you been doing? I had someone reply to me and say, it's not moisturizing enough. And I was like, you're from Florida. You don't know Minnesota. You need a humidifier. It's not the products. And so just like checking in, because, if I heard someone say it's not moisturizing enough, it's like, that's actually not the problem. Your air quality is the problem. So, just following up with them and trying to have great customer service until then. So.
Awesome. So are you doing just a challenge to show before and afters, or is there like a reward or an award, or what are you doing sort of to...
Right now, no, there isn't a reward. I haven't needed to incentivize anybody kind of other than, telling them the great results that they're going to have. So I think that I might consider doing one, and I was considering doing actually a skincare giveaway to kind of
good idea.
Yeah, I ordered an extra set this month. So I was thinking about doing like a Facebook giveaway of a skincare set and kind of publicizing the challenge a little bit more. But yeah, so I haven't come up with an incentive, but I might.
You might. Good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kristin, so much.
Yep, you're welcome.
Yeah.
It's good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Yeah.
Okay, so there were some other people that won the bonus as well, you guys.
Give your hubby our love as well. Tell him
I will, guys. Thank you.
You bet.
I'll see you later then.
Yeah, see ya.
Thanks for coming on.
So there's 2 other ladies on tonight that have gotten the bonus. This is the first time they've gotten it, so it's very exciting, and they had to really push forward when it got difficult and when it got to be, that last little bit of time. So Carla Joy from Georgia, my sister, do you want to share as well for a couple of minutes and just tell us whatever you want to about how you did it, what you felt like really helped you get over the edge and make it happen?
Okay. Well, I'll just say it I don't know if you guys have ever watched that movie Secretariat, about the racehorse. And the guy says, don't change his stride, but it just took him the longest time to find his stride. And I'll say that about myself. It's just taken me a while to find my stride, because what I was doing at first is I was sharing all the things that was happening with my body and that went through when I started the product several years ago. And when people would hear my testimony, they'd be like, "Oh, I'm not that bad off. I don't need that." So I was telling two,
That's awesome.
and so I really started backing off. My group, my gray hairs started coming in, and my friends are about that age, so they really do need a product. And when they're again, like for me, I started just with the NRF2, but because where I was health wise, it took me almost 7 months to feel something going on in my body. It didn't mean it wasn't working, but I just had so much stuff going on. And then after a year, I added the Vitality Stack. And then when NAD was introduced, your mom, said to me, "You just need to get that." I mean, I ordered 5 bottles right away and added that to my daily. And so now, since I've been using the products, and I think that makes such a big difference too, because with using the products, the thing that I'm really interested in and recommending is the Tri-Synergizer. And of course, we had that special on it, which just put it over the top. But with that, and I've been using the videos, of course, the ABC primetime video with the update. And I also like that, the animated one, the Killzilla NRF2 Hero, because that's just kind of a more simplistic way. You got all the scientific stuff with the other thing. And the other thing that has really been beneficial that I've been adding in is the probiotic, because a lot of people my age need the probiotic. And we have a great video, a LifeVantage video. It just says LifeVantage, the new probiotic track, LFVN probiotic or whatever, but it really tells the difference between our probiotic and others. And so everybody that I signed up this month had the Tri-Synergizer, everybody except one of the 5. And 3 of those even had the probiotic. So with having that, I was able to get the numbers. And what was really so wild, what was really a surprise to me, and I posted this on our group, and thanks, Krista, so much for the doing the pool. And you guys have been so helpful. Julie, anytime I call, she'll do a 3-way call with me, and that's been from the beginning. And David Meisner, he's been so helpful to me. And when I need you, Krista, it's just been wonderful for that. But what was so wild is at church, and this was probably like maybe the second weekend of the month, this lady came up to me and she just gave me the biggest hug, when she first got there. And then during the service, she came back and gave me another hug and, it said something else to me. And at the end, I ended literally praying for her. And so the next day, I sent her a message and I said, "I feel like the Holy Spirit was really highlighting me to you." And, then I wrote down several things in the email, and I said, "And I think maybe another reason is because of some of the information I know about some health products. Would you be interested?" And I mean, she was just like, "Yeah, tell me what you got. I want to get them." And I said, "Well, I think you need to watch this video." And she's like, "Well, I'm already convinced." I said, "Well, why don't you just watch this video?" I said to her, and she said, "Yeah, I want that." And, so I talked to her a little bit more, and then I told her about the probiotic, and she said, "Yeah, I'll take that." And
Wow.
I was saying to her, about the Tri-Synergizer. So I said, "Now,
Carl Joy, that's when you go, you need to sign up as a distributor.
Listen, I think she will. But anyway, it was just the wildest thing, because it reminded me of that Seth Campbell when he did that teaching about high noon.
Yep.
I mean, they're ready.
Right.
They're ready. And
Right.
if they're not, you can try to overcome. Julie knows. One time, Julie did a 3-way call with me, and this was probably maybe last year or the year before. And I mean, literally, the lady was in bad health, and I was trying to convince her, about the products and all that kind of stuff. Julie and I did a 3-way call. She didn't decide to take the products, and the next week she died. I mean, it was just like, oh my gosh, so
Poor lady.
people are just really all over the spectrum, and some people are more in tune with their bodies and know, what's
Right.
going on in their age that really are
Right.
not in good health, but they've been in bad health for so long they don't even realize what they need.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyway, all that to just say it has really been a blessing. And after I signed up, the lady, from church, she ended up buying so much stuff. I was like, I've got to get the 5. So it just really made me press. I like having this thing of, the goal of 5.
That's
because
right.
it really made me keep pressing and pressing, to just send out other things. And
That's right.
somebody, of course, that I signed up wasn't, but it's good, so
Good.
anyway, it's really fun.
One of
Thank
the
you
things
so
that
much for
I'll just add this too, Carla Joy. One of the things that we were so excited about when they brought this bonus back was because in the early days when we were qualifying and rank advancing every month, it put more people on that conveyor belt, to your point about Seth Campbell's high news metaphor. So we would so our belief in network marketing was very low. Our belief in sort of the big picture was very low, but we did believe in the products. And so the small conversations that we were having to bring customers in as PCs allowed us to put a lot of people on that conveyor belt that we could continue the conversation as our belief grew in the company and our belief grew in the opportunity. It allowed us to help people make that transition from customer to distributor. So we are super excited about those kind of people coming in because eventually we know when they have a personal experience, they will get fired up and want to tell everybody about it.
Yeah. Awesome.
And I will too. I was able to make the bonus last month as well. And I signed up my cousin last month. And what I just thought was so wild, I had mentioned the products to her way back. And she had just said flat out, no, I'm not interested.
Right.
No. And then I had something to her later, I don't know, maybe like 6 months ago. And she was just about something else, about the probiotic. And she was like, no, I'm not interested. I can't do that, da-da. And then I guess it was last month or whatever, I sent her a picture, a family picture, and she's like, oh, you look great. Your skin looks great or whatever. And I said, you want to hear more?
Yeah.
And but it was, she wasn't interested in RF2. She wasn't interested in the product, but she was very interested in the facial products. So
right.
That kind of thing, where we just don't take them off the conveyor belt.
Right. And I think a lot of times we don't enroll people on some of the other products because we're not experiencing them for ourselves. So I'd really encourage you guys to get the products, be a product of all the products, everything in the company. At some point, if you have to switch your auto ship or find a way to get all the products, you're going to be way more successful at enrolling distributors and customers. Thank you, Carla Joy, for sharing. I love that story.
Fantastic.
We can't get everyone to share tonight because we just don't have time. But I wanted Mai to share really quickly. This is her first month for getting the bonus. Well, I think we heard from Mai last month. Oh, about the benefit of the bonus pool last week. I don't know.
She brought the fire.
Oh, that's right,
She
Mai.
brought the fire.
So, Mai, take about 3 minutes and talk to us about what you did this month that helped you get over the edge, girl. Because I know you're working full time, so it's really encouraging to hear that perspective.
Well, I have a theme. Last week it was a fire, and this week it's hope.
Hope, yes, good.
So that 4-letter word, God has just been more and more just reminding me of what he's called me to do. And in February, I just said, you know what, I've got to do this. And this is my business. I need to start acting like a business owner and start kicking this up a notch. I do have pictures of Cabo on my work desk, looking at those. But you know what the most important thing is my belief in these products and the stories that I'm hearing. And my old roommate moved out in December, and she started on the Tri-Synergizer. She went off of it after she moved out, and she called me 2 weeks ago and said, oh my gosh, I can't believe what a change. I got to get back on that Tri-Synergizer because I'm in so much pain. And then just the testimonies that are coming in. And it's like, I owe it to people to talk to them and to knowing it, we have the greatest gift to give people, the health and possibly wealth. And why wouldn't I want to share it with people? And I know that I'm a servant leader, and my greatest joy is to help other people. And even though I hate my job, I'm trying to get out of my current role and move into another role. And I finally passed my test last Thursday to be a Scrum Master. And what a Scrum Master is basically it's servant leadership over a Scrum team. So probably doesn't mean a lot to you guys, but I'm super excited. And I'm going to keep running and keep scheduling. And I did more presentations than I have, and just blocking that time out. I told my boyfriend the other night, I'm sorry, but you got to go home. I got work to do. And he looked at me and he said, okay.
Krista says that to me all the time.
Just
leave
more
me alone. I gotta
intentional.
work.
And the final thing is God has given me a holy boldness, and that, I'm not afraid to talk to anybody. And my biggest problem is not getting the time to talk to people. Mm-hmm. But a dear friend of mine, I was going to talk to her about it last April of 2019. And she died of ovarian cancer. And I thought, God's putting these people on my mind and my heart. I need to start reaching out to them. But just having that boldness, super excited that my pastor started on the products, and he's feeling better now. So just life change. And
I'm so glad to hear that I love the hope focus. I feel like we're all hope givers, that's what we're called to do. Yeah. At every point. But I just love that you got serious, Mai, that you started going, you know what, if I don't do something, then I'm going to be sitting here longer, doing this job that I don't love. So right. I love it. There's 85% globally hate what they do every day for a living. And we have what we have. Y'all, we got to keep going.
I got to share this.
We got to keep going.
We had a mastermind call after the Team 212 call every Monday. And Cassie Teal is part of that group. And she shared something that was so profound today, I thought I would pass it along to this group as well. She said, it's important to remember we offer solutions. We don't really offer products. We're offering solutions to problems. Mm-hmm. So whether that's a physiological problem or whether that's a financial problem or even a social problem, we're listening to the problem and we're offering people solutions, whatever that looks like. And I thought that's a really, really healthy way to describe what we do.
So she said, then I don't feel like I'm selling products. I feel like I'm, if people have back pain, then I'm taking away their back pain. I'm offering a solution to their back pain. Yeah. Or if they have financial issues, then I'm talking to them, about the opportunity because they have a problem. And so I'm offering a solution to their problem. So I agree, it was a really great moment, just a reminder.
Yeah, so really cultivate this skill of listening and actually hearing where people's pain points are. They're not always just physical, right?
Yeah, exactly.
They're quite often in this age, in this season of economic challenge.
Yeah.
It's holistic, right?
I want to say one thing.
Go ahead, Mom.
Go ahead, Mom.
I just wanted to share something else. My son started working with the youth, and he just said, Mom, these kids are just broken, and the things that they're going through. And I just thought, well, why can't I give them Axio, or to help them, and just to they're depressed more than ever. And it's like, I said to him, can I give him some Axio? And he's like, Mom, you do you if you want to go for it.
Yeah.
So
All right, because you're trying to offer a solution.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mai. Thank you, Carla and Kristin had to jump off, but so appreciative of you guys sort of sharing and just being real and talking through and how you guys made that happen.
So well done.
I want to encourage us as a crew and as you guys lead your teams and also with such a focus on the bonus pool to not get too focused on just gathering customers, right? Because customers do build your business, but you will have to work the rest of your life to become a Pro 8 or a Pro 9 or a Pro 10 if all you do is enroll customers. So the point is to actually introduce them to a product, get them enrolled, but listen and really find the right opportunity, or just go in from the beginning. Just go in from the beginning. You guys know who you're dealing with. You know you're listening. You know these people. You know their situations, their health issues. Go in from the beginning and be honest and open about the opportunity that we have to offer them. Because the reality of it is this is leveraged income. So we want other people in your teams enrolling customers and enrolling distributors. If not, if all we did was try to hit the bonus on customers every month, guess what would happen? The same hard work year after year, month after month
That's
after
not
month.
leveraged income.
And that's not leveraged income.
No.
So just make sure that as we're trying to hit this, because we're trying to hit it every month too, but really you're looking for people that see the opportunity the way that you see it. So just, yes, we want to get the products in these people, absolutely. And I'll just be really honest. A lot of customers, once they start on the product, stay on them a couple of months, they come back to you and go, okay, I'm telling everyone about this. What do you do to make money with it? Because I can't keep my mouth shut, right? Don't forget the customer referral program as you guys are doing that. That's another way for you guys to get some extra people. So it's working, and definitely people are having some success.
Yeah, I'll follow up with Carla Joy's comment as well. You're going to find people that have a whole lot better, more profound benefit from the Tri-Synergizer than just Nerf 2. You just are. It's just science, right? Here's the problem. 90% of every customer that you enroll can't afford the Tri-Synergizer. They have a fundamental financial problem, right? So don't think you're not doing them a favor by not telling them about the opportunity, because they can't afford it. And life is going to happen to them 30, 60, 90 days from now. And guess what they're going to stop first? Your Tri-Synergizer order. So go ahead and meet the need. Help them with that problem as well. Don't be shy, because none of us would be here without the LifeVantage opportunity, right?
That's
so
right.
To that end, I want to make this big announcement. Success Mastery has been awesome on Saturdays. Some of you have been taking advantage of the Taking Control calls on Tuesday nights. Those calls will be evolving, changing.
Starting tomorrow night.
Starting tomorrow night. Our one and only beloved Master Pro 10, Skip Campbell, will be presenting the business opportunity again tomorrow night.
He'll talk product, but
I can't tell you how desperately that is needed. A live business opportunity weekly call. And we had those in the beginning like bread and butter. That was how we built our business. We just put people on that call and let the chips fall where they may. And as my buddy David, who's on this call, says, if people get offended, you got to teach them to chew the meat and spit out the bones. If there's something that some knucklehead says or doesn't say, or somebody with a personality that's different than us, if they say something that's offensive, well, if they get offended, that's probably not the person.
That's a warning that Skip may say something that is.
All that to say is we didn't
crazy.
Overthink the people that we were exposing the opportunity to.
Yeah.
Right? You can't say the wrong thing to the right person most of the time. And so we're looking for the people who are not easily offended. And if the people are super easily offended, they're great customers, right? But we are looking for people who are looking for what we have.
We can do a presentation if they're easily offended.
Yep. So
I guess. I don't know. Maybe we're offensive. But
you want to talk about Elite Academy real quick? 79?
Yes. So the next announcement is tomorrow. Like as in
midnight.
Tuesday, March 2nd. The Elite Academy registration goes up to $89.
At midnight tomorrow night.
Yes.
Yep.
So tonight is the night. And we can look in our back office, and y'all are not all on there in
No
events
shame.
Registration.
No shame.
So I know
No
that
guilt.
there are some local groups that are getting together. So if you can get to one of those, then do it, figure it out, and make that happen. Or if you guys are in an area where you can get together and watch with people, then do that. But definitely get your registration in tonight if you're going to be able to spend that Saturday on Zoom or in a local gathering, because you don't want to get it in tomorrow night or, the Wednesday morning, because it's going to cost you $10 more.
Yep.
And that's a drive-through meal, if you know what I'm saying, that
Yep.
you're going to need because you're going to be so busy. So I would make sure you put that on your priority to make sure that you get that on there. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we need to say.
So go ahead and mark your calendars. We've got the schedule right here for EA. It's Saturday the 13th. It starts at 11 Central, goes till 2 o'clock. That's the first session, the morning session. Plan on getting your food taken care of because you've only got about an hour and a half to get back in the room
And y'all know how that goes.
for the 3:30 general session 2, and that goes till 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern Time. So don't miss it. It's gonna be so good. We know some of the speakers that are coming up. Fraser Brooks, Kristin Cunningham did a brief interview on the LifeVantage distributor page today.
That's really good if you guys will watch that.
Renee can tell you she's been a part of Fraser's mastermind group. He is awesome. He's funny. He's brilliant. He's grown up in network marketing. He has a lot of really practical, super helpful things, especially if you're working in the digital platforms that we all are facing for the last year. So he's going to be really good. And we also have Lisa Nichols, who is world-class speaker as well.
I don't even know who Lisa Nichols is.
Well worth the price of admission on that.
I need to research her.
Those of you that need more opportunity presentations, Robin Summer have a Monday night call, top of the hour. That information is on the PDF on the Team Lifetree distributor page. There are other opportunity meetings going along. We have the the Building Depth topics call tomorrow night after Skip's business opportunity meeting. Everybody's invited to that. Again, that information is on the Team Lifetree distributor page. Success Mastery, as always, is every Saturday. LifeVantage Academy will be not this month, but moving on to April because of Elite Academy on the 13th. So that's all I've got.
And go ahead and mark your calendars for Building Depth, June 4th and 5th. In St. George, Utah. We are getting together in person. We're going to see people's faces and smiles, and it's going to be awesome. So if you're ready to travel and you're ready to be with distributors and you're ready to see a lot of the company again, this is your chance. And I just want to say, we just did Building Depth, was it last
Power
weekend?
Surge this last weekend. Thank you,
This
for
last
everyone
weekend,
that joined Power Surge. That was awesome.
Y'all, it was just a different level. It's just a different level. It's just so worth attending and so worth watching and being a part of. You're hearing from 30 different elites, 30 different stories, and they covered everything. So it's going to be so much better to be in person than to sit in front of that Zoom for that many hours, okay? So if you guys can get there, get there. Or if you have a spouse, send one. At least somebody get there for that season, because it's we need it as human beings and we need it as distributors. Okay, guys, we're excited about March. It's spring. The flowers are going to bloom. The grass is going to turn green. The sun is going to stay up longer. And you guys, we're all going to enroll and find people that are looking right now. People are hopeful and they need it. Mai's right. We're hope givers. And so let's take the deep core of who we are and use LifeVantage to be a tool so that they can do the things that God's called them to do, because people are desperate. They're desperate.
Yeah, so don't overthink it. Just put the invite out there. Hey, you have to see what I'm doing. Are you open? Are you free Monday night at 8 o'clock to see a business guy? Are you open Tuesday night to hear a very successful chiropractor talk about what I'm doing? Really simple, right? Just throw it out there as much as you can.
That's
Put it in front of as many people. Julie, we're going to kick it over to you, sister, to give any closing thoughts that you have and to close us out.
Awesome. Wow, I am super inspired. Thank you so much, everyone who shared tonight. This is just awesome. I remember, it's been over 10 years ago that I started LifeVantage. And I remember one of the first things I heard was you need to have a burning desire. And I remember just thinking, wow, do I have a burning desire? And I see a burning desire here tonight. So this is so encouraging. And if you need a burning desire, you can get one. And it really makes a difference. You really need a burning desire to be super successful. So get focused. And if you are not on that bonus pool on Signal that Krista is running, you can join. It's just a matter of committing to the 5 people and the 500 in volume. And I would encourage everyone to just reach out and find out how to be a part of that.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Yeah, we have a few questions on the chat, so we're trying to
Go ahead, Renee.
Go ahead, Renee, and then we'll answer the
There's
other.
some new friends on tonight. So this, I'm just loving the bonus pool team, the atmosphere there. But if I don't reach 5, am I going to get kicked out of that group?
I hope not, because Julie and I would be out. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Renee. I think that was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, good
Or
question.
a question to make a point. No, we don't get kicked out. If you don't make the 5, you don't get kicked out, because that's just reality. And things happen in the middle of the month that you can't, like Julie's in the middle of a kitchen reconstruction. My uncle died, so life happens. And we all get it. We all get it. And I mean, Debbie Packard was so close last night that literally I was thinking, I think I'm going to cry for Debbie because she'd worked so hard. And so we just had to flip our perspective, didn't we, Debbie? And just go, you know what, March is tomorrow. This is it, right? So the good thing about the group is it's a community who literally mourns with each other, and we celebrate with each other, because we're not all going to get 5 every month. We're not. But we're more and more of us are getting 5. And that's the important thing. That's the important thing.
Yep. Just real briefly, we encourage everyone to register separately. Each business position, each distributorship should have a separate registration. If you're hosting a group of people, there's no registration police on that, Jerry. So just as much as you can, do the right thing. If people can afford to register, do the registration. Nobody's gonna enforce
just do
that.
what you can do.
Do what you can.
Yeah.
Skip's presentation, as far as I know, will be the same Zoom info as the flip the switch call. We should all get an email tomorrow with that updated information, but as far as I know, it is. Peter, the vaccination requirements will be airline contingent, not Dixie Center contingent. Right now, Utah is open to a lot of those gatherings. Dixie Center right now is already holding conventions and larger gatherings with some stipulations, of course, but that is not on.
No airlines have required it yet.
Yeah, so check with your airline before you book the ticket. And right now, we still have the freedom of choice to choose where those dollars go.
And then we're all going to have to learn how to fly.
What was the last question there? Sorry. Keep going.
I think that was
bonus
it.
pool. Yeah, that's a permanent part of the compensation plan. Bonus pool right now looks like it'll be an ironclad part of the comp plan going forward, and that's a good thing. They may add some extra requirements for distributors, but right now it looks like it's here to stay. So we're super grateful about that.
Yeah.
If I can add that in our app, we have the listing of the events.
That's right.
So if you click on the copy the link, you'll have the Zoom information for the flip the switch tomorrow night.
That's right. That's right, you guys. If you go down in the bottom of your app, it says events, and you click on that, and it'll show you what's going on and what the links are.
Yeah, and so Debbie just direct messaged us, but I think this applies generally speaking. So corporate, LifeVantage corporate, is still under a little stricter regulatory sort of platform than those independent distributors. So the Building Depth event will be an independent distributor sponsored event, not corporate. Right? So corporate, they're not willing to incur some of the legal ramifications of a large event, whereas Building Depth, we've kind of made the decision to go ahead and do that. Obviously, trying to be as safe as we can, but we can do that a little more freely than the corporate staff can. So right now, there are no live functions scheduled in 2021 by LifeVantage Corporate. That's one of the reasons we're so excited about building depth in St. George in June, because it's the only game in town
But
other than.
Debbie, they're going to have a Profile Summit, but I don't know when it is. But it's going to be in person.
They're working as
There's
hard as they
been
can.
a lot of discussion about trying to do it virtually, and they niched that last week. We were on a call about it.
Good.
So it's going to happen. We just don't know.
I expressed my vote, but I didn't know what they were going to be deciding. So
yeah. So I think it's going to be sort of like the Elite was, how they just went for it because it's a smaller group of people. I just don't know that when and how they're going to pull all of that off. So I'm sure they'll be in contact with the Profiles about it. Okay, guys, I know that's a little bit long tonight, but it's an exciting time to be doing this, so lots going on. Any other questions? We are available until Thursday and Friday. No, we won't have Global Convention in October in person. It's virtual. That's right. So it would only be the only thing in person this year that is still up in the air is the Pro 5 Summit. That would be it. Everything else from the company, from corporate, is going to be virtual through the end of 2021. Building Depth is not corporate sponsored; it's distributor sponsored, and so that's a separate thing.
So on that point, gosh, one more thing. This is a never-ending call. I'm so sorry. LifeVantage Academies will eventually be on location, just as they have been in the past, but because they're now corporate sponsored, those won't be yet. So feel free to go ahead and start doing Super Saturdays again, just like we all did back in the day. Feel absolute freedom as an independent distributor to pull the trigger and make that happen in your
about to start that in Kansas
region.
City.
We are absolutely going to do that here.
Yeah, and they're going to be in person.
So,
any other something that Julie?
One other thing, I was just wondering how many people are like really loving the new daily wellness. I just got mine a couple days ago, and it's incredibly delicious, and I feel great on it. So I'm so excited. And just remember, March 13th at Elite Academy, it's going to be available for everyone.
Yes.
So I'm really excited about that. And also Lena Meisner is going to be sharing the science of it on Saturday, an hour before the Success Mastery.
Okay, awesome. That's perfect.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, bless you guys.
Have a great week, everybody. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.
See ya.